Are you sitting there and wondering why this video is so close on my face? Same. It's not what the camera looks like. It's not what it was like 10 minutes ago when I was pre-recording DJ's show for Only Stupid Answers. But for some reason, the camera just is deciding to be stuck in Zoom, not on the camera, but somehow in the device. We are stuck on an ECU, essentially. We're in a close-up situation. And so we're just going to be a little close-up personal today because I was like, either I spend the next hour trying to decipher why this camera is like this and then miss my Encanto screening, or I just go live and figure that the pores and all, baby. I have literally zero makeup on my face. I did not do my hair. Now you can't see my really cool Aerosmith shirt, but you can see every single pore on my face, and that's what the internet is made for. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy on this Tuesday, November 16th. I've been thinking about what I'm going to do with this channel in 2022. We got some time to think about it, but wanting to legitimately revamp my Patreon and this channel so that it's not just kind of in this limbo state. Not that this show is in limbo, because you guys know I go live every day and I'm here, and we've just been kind of doing the same thing for the last 2 years of like, I'm here for you guys are here for me. But I am starting to wonder if instead of these one video a day, 1 hour-ish videos, if I should be doing more specific, shorter content, maybe once a day, or maybe I do 2 different things or whatever, if that would be better for you guys. So let me know, would you rather see a 15-minute video just on Ghostbusters and then a 5-minute video on my thoughts on the stuff that's going on The View or whatever? Those are some of the things we're talking about today. And then maybe once a week we go into more personal things and I do an hour show on my life, or maybe twice a week with that, but everything else are kind of these shorter videos. Is that something that you would prefer? Let me know. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. Getting your questions, comments, concerns. Talk to me, boy. No disrespect. I don't mean no harm. But boys, girls, people of all types, please let me know your thoughts. Just brainstorming here. It's so weird to see me this close. I don't know how to fix it. I do not know. I think I'd have to restart everything. I tried that once. Maybe keep it down longer. You just don't know. Let's talk today about Ghostbusters. I went and saw Ghostbusters last night with Darina and Steph, the Whirl Girls. We gave Ghostbusters Afterlife a whirl. I'm not going to give any spoilers, of course, because it hasn't come out yet, but I do want to give you my thoughts on that. We're also going to talk a little bit about that video that's gone pretty viral from The View, where they invited somebody on who had different opinions on vaccinations than the people on The View did, and that turned into a little bit of a shit show. Also, there was this hysterical video that was tweeted out from Choam Chomsky, is what I think. Noam Chomsky's the play on words for that handle that I saw from Fox News that made me hysterically laugh, that I want to play for you guys. And more today, live at the Roxy, plus questions, comments, concerns from all y'all. Like I said, I'm going to leave the show to go see Encanto with Steph. I'm excited about that also. I have heard very good things about that movie. I'm really looking forward to it. I was on the phone with my brother last night and I was like, what are some Disney animated movies recently? Like, not just the princess movies. And he was like, what are you talking about? Disney animated stuff does great. You like Frozen, Moana, which I know that's kind of a princess movie, but it's more recent. Wreck-It Ralph, and so I was like, oh yeah, this is probably going to be really good. Because I just think Pixar, but Disney animated is fucking great, and I cannot wait for it. Let's get to some of Streamlabs. Let's see what it is that you guys have to say, and then we will dive into Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. All right. Wow, I can't believe Matthew McConaughey has a monopoly on all right. I can't help but say it every time. All right, in here, we've got coming through from the Zen One himself this morning. Zen Glenn Caesar said, hello and a good day to you, Roxy. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Good job on SCN Live. Thank you. Well, you said this at 11 in the morning, though, so this was before I even finished SCN Live. Halfway through, maybe you thought I did a good job. He said, peace, bunnies, hugs, and good stuff to you, your dad, Sky, Jet, Grammy, Papa, and your family. Be most excellent to yourselves. Be most creative. Why? Be most excellent to yourselves and each other, Roxy and rock stars. You deserve it. I know that Black Lives Matter. I stand against Asian hate, Islamophobia, anti-Semitism. Way to go, Smets, and everyone who's fighting to smash cancer. Bunnies to Avery Burke and Avery's mom. Rest in peace, Chris Burke. Hashtag 3 super rock stars forever. Roxy and Rockstars and everyone who's battling. Thank you for choosing to. Thanks for showing up and being support for the people around you whenever, however you can. Doing all of that, even when it's a tough challenge, makes you a winner. When you win, we all win. May you breathe in more golden sparkles of love as you inhale and blow out. That's a big blowout. Stress and yucky energy whenever, wherever you need to in each of your days, your weeks, months, and your years. Remember, we're also alive, so be you. Sparkling diamond, being unselfishly loving and supportive of others, including strangers, whether it's on the internet or not, as well as being kind, caring, and fully unique, makes you humane, worthy, and a cozy fire to be near. You are uplifting, a priceless treasure, and an inspiration. Thank you. All of that from Glenn at 11 a.m. Glenn really hits that good stuff, that sweet, sweet, good stuff early on. Anybody else who's got that support, questions, comments, concerns, Streamlabs them in. I want to hear from y'all. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Shout out to everybody who is joining me live and watching my face this big, this close. It is so fucking weird to see, but hopefully you guys don't hate my face. It seems like maybe some of you guys do because this is a low viewed episode. Maybe y'all just aren't excited for Ghostbusters. In the chat, we've got a lot of people coming through, commenting on things. Steve Caldron, Scott Welsh, Andrew Thomas, Manny Gonzalez, keep scrolling, John Get Bent, Ryan Payne, Murderanta, Andrew W., French Taunter, G. Smith. Wow, my eye is twitching. It feels so fucking weird. Jeremy Miller. That's what happens when you don't sleep. Jimmy Nails. Hello, friends. Hitman Hudson. Glenn Caesar. Glenn says, I'm a prognosticator, Roxy. LOL. What's that? I don't know. John Perillo. Joseph Ashley. And many more. That's how you always end the birthday songs, right? Are you one? Are you two? Or happy birthday to you. And then there's always that one person. And many more. Or is that just Grammy? Who knows? Let's talk Ghostbusters Afterlife. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are going to see this in theaters or if this is going to be shown in theaters, but at the critic screening, which I am not a critic, but I do go to the critic screenings, there was a video that played before the movie. And the video was Jason Reitman, who is the director of this movie and obviously son of Ivan Reitman. And the video was the first sign for me that this was going to be a possible tough viewing experience for me. So the video comes on and it's Jason Reitman and he says a couple of different things. First, he says, no spoilers, please. You'll see why when you see the movie, but please, no spoilers. We need the people to go into this movie fresh. And if you are a Ghostbusters fan, this is for you. Hopefully you love all of the Easter eggs, but just no spoilers. Which I thought was interesting because I feel like a lot of their marketing has done a lot of the spoilers for the movie, but I'm not going to spoil. And if I did, $1 million. Who gets the reference? And I'm not just talking about Austin Powers. Okay. But the other thing that Jason Reitman said was, this is a family movie made by a family. And then he went on a couple minute spiel about how his dad was on set every single day, looking over his shoulder every single day, signing off on every decision. And it was like not a joke. He was kind of like, it's really hard to do this when your dad is right over your shoulder all the time. This was really a family film. And there's no movie that is a multi-million dollar movie, huge franchise movie like this that is really a family film, because think about all the studios, all the producers, everybody that this has to run through. It's not like, some mom pa family film where everybody's kind of coming together for something. And also on top of that, I was like, uh-oh, things don't tend to work out very well when anybody is looking over your shoulder, especially the originator of a project who feels like they've got what it takes to make this a success. And so I was nervous from the jump. From the second that Jason Reitman started speaking, I was like, okay. Then we pop in to the first 10 minutes of the movie, or maybe 7 minutes of the movie, before the title card comes up. And in filmmaking school, one of the things that they teach you is that everything that comes before that title card is the title card's supposed to come right after. And title card is just where it says Ghostbusters, Afterlife, or wherever it says the title of the movie. It's supposed to come at a point where nothing prior to that really matters that much. And so this came after something that was like, it felt long, but also jumpy. And it was kind of like, what exactly are they trying to show us with this? There's just a lot of imagery and stuff going on at first in the movie. So immediately off the jump, I was like, okay. And then the next hour of the movie, which, by the way, this movie is 2 hours and 4 minutes. And I felt like this movie was a lot longer than that. And I feel like this movie really could have benefited from being an hour and 35, an hour and 40 minutes, hour 45 minutes even. Then the next hour of the movie is unbelievably slow. Like, I could not get over how slow it was, with zero ghost busting. It's not a spoiler. That's just the facts of there was no ghost busting for a really long period of the movie. No ghosts, no ghost busting. So I don't love, as you guys know, I don't consider myself a critic, and I don't like to dump on movies, because to make a movie is so fucking hard. And even just getting something from pen to screen is so challenging. And this movie did have a lot of cool elements. The visuals were very cool at times. The actors really showed up and did their job. McKenna Grace, who is the young girl in it, who I know from Handmaid's Tale, which I didn't realize until after, but holy shit, is she great on that show. She was also in that movie, The Gifted, with Chris Evans, where she's excellent. This young actress is a fucking star. There's also Carrie Coon in it, who is one of my favorite actresses right now as a diehard Leftovers fan. I think she is out of this world good. And then, of course, my the sexiest man alive, my Jewish lover boy, Paul Rudd. He is also a megastar. Finn Wolfhard, is that his name? Finn. I feel like I just named the wrong. What's the Stranger Things kid's name? Is that his name? I feel like I'm mixing him up in this other dude, but that's his name, right? You guys tell me. Finn Wolfhard? Why does it sound? No, that's right. Finn Wolfhard. He's very good. A lot of very good, talented. There was this young actor in this, Logan Kim, who I thought was really good as well. The actors, good. So while it looks good, and the actors, they cast very talented actors in this, I can't honestly tell you guys that I had a positive feeling about this movie, because it was a really big struggle for me to get through, to be frank. There were some cringe moments. I was like, oh my God, how are we still here? It really focuses on the kids, which Steph says she knew going into it. I did not realize that there's going to be almost no adult storylines. This was like, as if it was like Stranger Things, but even maybe more heavy on the kids. This was very, very kid-centric, which maybe it's for kids. I'm not sure. And if that's the case, like, I know when I walked out with Christian Harloff, he was like, I can't wait to take my daughter to this. And that's awesome. If this is for kids, maybe it just wasn't for me. But I was really struggling. It was slow with a lack of levity. McKenna Grace's character does a good job inserting some jokes throughout that are really legit funny, and her timing is great, but it's tough. It's a really tough. I thought it was tough. The fact that this has a 70 something certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes right now, I am shocked by. I can't believe people think that this is a better movie than Eternals. I'm floored. I'm floored by critics right now. That's why I'm not a critic. I don't understand. To say Dorina hated this movie would be the understatement of the year. Steph, I feel like, liked it definitely the most of the three of us because she thought that there were some funny parts. To me, if it had been more funny and more whimsical and more Ghostbusters like with that energy, then I could have forgiven a lot of the other random things. But, there's even a moment in this where sometimes things don't make sense and you're like, that doesn't check out. Like, script wise, I don't even think that really makes sense. I don't think that's what would happen here. I don't think that this really works. But then everything that I say is put on pause and momentarily not true because the last 7 minutes of the movie are fucking awesome. So I feel like a lot of people have revisionist history with this movie, maybe, where they're leaving it feeling great because the ending of this movie is so wonderful and so fun that it is just like, okay, all right, well, there's the movie. And so it's a bummer because I feel like had this movie cut a half hour off of its time or 20 minutes off of its runtime, had the script been punched up, oh man, my camera overheated again. Had the script been punched up slightly, had the script been just slightly punched up, somebody took another pass at it, and a couple of things were clarified, and had it been a little goofier, a little more dynamic, a little sillier, had there been more ghost fighting, the cast was there, and the visuals were there, so this really could have worked. I think this movie could have worked, but it definitely doesn't work for me. Really doesn't work for me. And for the people who are like, well, are you even a Ghostbusters fan? I love Ghostbusters. I really like the original Ghostbusters. So, yes. Yeah. But then the ending is great. And so the ending almost makes it worth seeing. Then there is, just so you guys know, a mid-credit scene and a post-credit scene. So kudos to Marvel for starting this major trend. Half the movie theater left and didn't know this was going to happen. The mid-credit scene and post-credit scene both leave me with questions. And I'm like, okay. And I'm curious what they think the future of this franchise is, if they think there is a future to this franchise. So if you guys have questions, comments, concerns about Ghostbusters, let me know. Get in your thoughts. Would love to hear from you. But that is my brief overview of Ghostbusters Afterlife. And would I say it's worth seeing? I always say make up your own mind, but I definitely say yes on this one because I seem to be in the vast minority about really not working for me. And the end of the movie does make the beginning of the movie almost worth it. So make up your own mind. But for me, this was not a fun watch. It's not fun. Wish it had been. Good actors, good visuals, not great storytelling. What do you guys think? Questions, comments, concerns? Get in your Streamlabs, get in your support. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Let's see what it is. Glennon here said, Roxy, a prognosticator is just a super fancy word for someone who predicts the future. I didn't know that. LOL. And no, I don't actually consider myself a prognosticator. Just me being goofy and silly. By the way, my apologies for the big word. I usually don't like big words. No, it's okay to use a big word when it makes sense. It's great. Leonard Kim in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, hey, Dimple Tits, Roxy, I hope all's well. How are you? I'm okay, thank you. Sorry to hear about Ghostbusters Afterlife. Did you at least grab some delicious food afterwards or something? Yes, we did. We actually did go out to dinner, Steph and I, afterwards. Dee had to leave, but we filmed a couple things, and then Steph and I went to get sushi, and it was good. There was a long wait, though. It was a whole thing, but dinner with Steph is always great. Wish Dee could have come. No Way Home trailer soon. Woot! Yeah, that's tonight at 5:30, right? I think I'll be in Encanto. The hair looks pretty. Thanks. I don't know. I'm kind of digging the close-up. I think it's so fucking weird. Eek. It's just so in my fizzies. Did anybody have any thoughts on the shorter videos, or I guess the close-up camera? Let us just know. Would love to hear. Or questions about Ghostbusters Afterlife, comments, concerns, all that. Yeah, I wish there was more ghost hunting. Or ghost busting, because Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters. Couple of things I wanted to talk about on today's show. So where the fuck are y'all? Show up. Show up, show out. This is a video that I saw from Mike Kalinowski that I thought was fucking hysterical. I will play you guys the audio. It is two people from Fox News having a conversation that had me in tears. Some people are saying it's a bit, but I really don't think it is. And the majority of the internet doesn't think that it is. I think that this is a real moment, and I think it is fucking hysterical. And I'm curious when you guys catch on to what's happening here. So let us play this out loud. Hold on.
Antidote to the politics and all those woke storylines in so many shows today. You know, I was watching an episode of You where measles came up.
Wait. When did I mention measles?
I don't know. It was on You.
What was on me? What are you talking about? Is Raymond even hearing what I'm saying? I never had the measles.
Was on You.
We never did a measles and vaccine episode. Is this a joke?
I know.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It was on You. It was on You.
I've never had measles. What are you talking about? This is stupid.
It was an episode of a show, Laura.
What's it called?
You.
What is he talking about?
It's called You.
I've never done a show on measles. I just completely give up. We gotta get out.
It's a show
I give up.
called You on Netflix.
There's a show called Laura Ingraham on Netflix. What are you talking about?
I'm moving on to Adele. I can't explain this to you. The pop singer had...
I'm losing my shit. The fact that they can't get on the same page about this. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, God. You. So for those of you guys who are still like, what the fuck is happening? There's an episode of the Netflix show called You. The show is called You. You guys know it's starring Penn Badgley. It is that stalker show on Netflix. And there's a measles episode of it. And he is trying to talk about that when talking about vaccinations. But Laura's head is so far up her own ass in this that she can't understand that when he's saying there's a show called You, that he's not talking about her. He's talking about the name of a show. It's so good. It's such a good moment. God, I fucking love that so bad because it's just like, I don't think that it could be a bit because I don't think either of their comedic timing could possibly be that good. And it is so fucking funny that neither of them can get on the same page, and that why couldn't he just do what I did and explain? Just step back for a second and say, there is a show on Netflix, but maybe he's not allowed to say Netflix on his channel on Fox. Who knows? There is a show. That name of the show is called YOU. You. It's starring Penn Badgley. It's about a stalker. Just pause for 1 second. But he can't get his own head out of his own ass. Like somebody couldn't understand what he's saying. He just kept saying, you. It's so good. God, I thought it was so fucking funny. Thank you to Mike Kalinowski for tweeting that out. I just really needed it. Yeah, it seems like Jimmy Nail needed it too. It was so good. Just like, oh my God, neither of you guys can get on the same page. And it's just, just like take a step back. You guys are live on TV. Communicate a little better. Both of you pull your butts away from your heads. Get your head right. So this is your butt. This is your head. Suction it out of your ass. Get your head out of your ass. And just figure it the fuck out. So good. I hope that made you guys laugh because that one got me today. That was a really good fucking moment from the internet. Send in your questions, comments, concerns. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer or right here in the super chat. In the super chat, speaking of which, Andrew Thomas says, Happy Ghostbusters Tuesday, Sexy Roxy. As a big Ghostbusters fan, I will see it regardless, even though it is passing of the torch. Yeah, I just didn't really feel like that. But hopefully you like it, and I know you'll love the end. I know you'll love the end, which is a good thing. It's better to love the end of the movie than the beginning of the movie, I guess. Yeah, who's on first? What's on second? So fucking good. Another thing I saw on the internet today, this was not as good, but was this thing that's going viral from The View, which I can also play for you guys. This one was kind of like, eek, and I'll play it for you guys, and then I'll give you my honest thoughts on it, because this was just fucking tough. But the Jedediah, who they call Jed, wrote a new book and talked about why she doesn't have the COVID-19 vaccination. And Sunny and Joy and Whoopi, they were all like shutting her down hardcore. Let's play a little bit of this. Again, questions, comments, concerns, Streamlabs them in. Hold on.
But the vaccine.
Hold on. This is just, that was just part of it. Let me find this video. It's kind of a long video, actually, so I'll jump around.
You were supposed to join us in the studios weeks ago, but you couldn't because ABC has a very strict policy. You can't get into this building.
So Joy's talking about how Jedediah was supposed to come in, but isn't vaxxed, so can't come in. I'm going to fast forward.
Disease vaccinated specialist in New York City that's been co-signed by 3 other doctors. I'm not a candidate for this vaccine.
This is Jedediah explaining why she doesn't think she is a candidate and saying that her doctors have backed her up on this and that they have co-signed that some people are not candidates for this vaccine and that she has natural immunization, which is interrupted by Joy.
Captain Joy, you don't have to listen to me on
Joy
that.
says
You don't
that
have to
she's been at Fox News for too long.
You can listen to the director of the CDC. You can look at the CDC's website. That is why masks were reinstated.
So Jedediah saying all of her stuff comes from science, and then Sunny chimes in and says,
And unvaccinated people. I'm not opposed to the vaccine, but I am opposed to the mandate 100% on the grounds of
762,000
science.
people have died from COVID, including Manny's in-laws. And we've been friends a long time, but Manny's parents, I just don't understand why you would choose to prioritize your personal freedom over health and safety of others. And I just really don't think that we should allow this kind of misinformation on our
Sunny,
website.
I am prioritizing.
We've had the United States Surgeon General debunk.
Yes, I heard what he said.
Everything that you've just said, and I just don't think we should allow this kind of misinformation on our air. I'm really sorry, my friend.
okay, so they're disagreeing, and then Whoopi cuts to commercial. So it was a lot of back and forth, a lot of crosstalk. Here are the weird things about this. Then they give away her book, a free book to every member in the audience, and it's like, The View is supporting and perpetrating what it is that Jedediah is saying by having her on as a guest, giving her a platform to speak on why she's not vaccinated, and then giving out her book. But it seems like the producers wanted her on, but it seems like the hosts don't want her there. So they will not let her speak, which I understand, because when somebody is spewing misinformation or saying things that you know what they're going to say or intending to say, or you think you want to cut them off, but she's still a guest on the show. So it's really fucking uncomfortable and unclear on why she's there in the first place if this is how the segment's just gonna go. And it just really got me starting to think about, like, I understand that this is not realistic and it's not a legitimate suggestion. And I do the opposite of this on this show where I talk about this all the time. But for me, I'm so sick and tired of hearing civilians talk about the vaccine in general, civilians like myself. It's almost like if you want to say the word vaccine anymore, you should have to have a degree. Because the problem here is that Sunny, Jedediah, Whoopi, and Joy all believe that they are right. And while if you're watching this show or you're me, you obviously clearly side with Sunny in this argument, which is like, we cannot spew misinformation. I almost feel like we've gotten to this place because it's a bunch of not medical professionals talking about this, where like, I just wish that it would be doctors always that are speaking on science so that they can combat things. And like, I just don't want to hear, you have to, if you hear lies, you have to shut them down. So I think Sunny did the right thing. I don't think that this guest should have been on the show in the first place, even though she used to host for The View and even though she's friends with these girls. But it's so hard because none of you guys are doctors. I'm not a doctor. And so I just kind of wish that experts would speak on expert shit, because it's just so fucking frustrating to hear people go back and forth when it's like, we know who's right here because we've listened to the experts. But maybe we should, sometimes I just wish it was the only shows that we're talking about vaccinations, which is not realistic and probably wouldn't even be beneficial. We're like, fucking, they should bring on doctors. And they do that sometimes, but it's like so fucking absurd. It's absurd to just hear this random fucking used to be View co-host who's their friends, who's saying she's not an anti-vaxxer, who they've invited on their show, who they're giving away her book that talks about not getting vaccinated. So they're like supporting her, but they're shutting her down. But then why support her at all? Why just not bring her on the show? So it's just, I have a tough time with all of it. And like, also it's exhausting. And for those of us who already believe in science and believe in the vaccine, we just don't want to talk about it anymore. We just want to get our vaccine and shut the fuck up and move on. Like, I just got the booster and I don't, everybody who's on here and they're like, should I get the booster? Should I not get the booster? And it's like, I got the booster because I'm going to do everything I fucking can to not get COVID and do everything I can to not spread COVID. That's in the realm of possibility for me. What's not possible is for me to not see people. I can't not go to work because then I can't live. And so, I can't not do certain things because I have to be in public. I have to do things. But I can get the vaccine and I can get the booster. So I'm going to get the vaccine and the booster. And I can wear my mask. So I'm going to wear my mask. And I don't really want to talk about those things anymore because no shit, Sherlock. So it's just like, I know I have to talk about those things because I have a platform. And sometimes people listen to me. But I'm not even the person people should be listening to. They should be listening to doctors. So that. It's just like, oh my God. Manny's getting his booster on Saturday. I wish you the best with it. Some people are experiencing 0 side effects, and I hope that is you. Yeah. So it's kind of where I'm at. Anyway, before I get out of here, send in any final Streamlabs. Send in that support. Y'all, I would love to hear from you. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Well, Mark, Jason, Ali with that massive support coming through. Really needed that. It's been a slow couple days. Mark, always fucking great. Appreciate you. Says, hi, Roxy. Hope you're well. Back with support. Yes, baby. How's your family? You're going home soon, right? My colleague loved Afterlife. I've not seen it yet. Take care. Safe travels. I heard that it's not out overseas until after New Year's. Did somebody tell me? But I don't know where that is. Mark, Jason, Ollie, thank you for the questions. My family is good, dealing with some family shit right now, but they are good. I am going home on Friday and I get to spend 11 days home, which I'm really excited about. It's the one time of year I've never missed a Thanksgiving with my family, which I feel so fucking lucky to be able to say. But does suck because that means that I'm leaving Grammy and Papa alone for Thanksgiving. And I'm really bummed about that. But sometimes you have to put on your own oxygen mask before assisting others. And I really feel like I needed to go home. So, did I just sprout a pimple? It's not related to what we were talking about, but I think I did. Yeah, I really feel like I gotta get home. So I'm sad that I'm not gonna be with them, but excited for Thanksgiving, and then I'll spend Hanukkah with them and stuff, which is right around the corner. Yeah. Yes. So thank you for that question. Appreciate you. Also, that means I'll be gone from the 19th to the 30th. I'll still be doing the show though. Don't you all worry, but I'll be doing it from back there. Y'all know in my dad's office, probably. That pimp ass office. I love my dad's office is so cute. Also in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Glenn Caesar says, maybe you get to smile and laugh out loud like a child at least once a day, today and every single day for the rest of your lives, so that you glow in your flow, be you always and in always. There's no one better at being you than you. Hashtag be an anomaly. I hope you each continue breathing in golden sparkles, bring in love, and blow out stress and yucky energy with each inhale and exhale to break apart and remove all types of energetic blockages. So retain balance, be brave, be you, be awesome, because you are. Thanks, Glenn. These reminders always help. You guys always help. So much love to every one of you guys. Yeah, I'll probably make my brother do some shows with me back east as well, because those are always fun and it's nice to do them. He said he was going to lend me his mic while I was there too. So just getting ready for all of that. I can't believe how soon I leave. And then when I come back, I got shit going on immediately. It's like boom, 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 boom. And Leonard Kim in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar says, how are you feeling about Encanto? I think it'll be an awesome movie since the trailers have looked amazing. Don't forget to check out the first episode of Man in the Arena. Oh yeah, the Tom Brady one. It was nice to walk down memory lane to that first Pats Super Bowl. Okay, I have to do that. Thank you for the reminder. I'm excited for Encanto. I've heard very good things. It looks fucking awesome. And I'm just bummed that Dee can't go with us today because she's busy. She's got like a wedding thing. But I am going with Steph. We're going to have a good time. And it looks like it's going to be a good movie. So excited about that. It's going to take me like an hour and a half to get there, though. So just cracking my neck getting ready for that shit. Going back into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. See what y'all are talking about in here. I think that was it. I got a notification, but nothing was there. So I'm going to get out of here. Much love to all of you guys. Appreciate you. Especially big ups and shout out to Mark, Jason, Ali for that massive support in here today. Thank you, my friend. To everybody who gave support in the Streamlabs and Super Chat today. Andrew Thomas, Leonard Kim, Glenn Caesar, Mark, Jason, Ali. You guys are awesome. Thank you for continuing to allow me to do this show for everybody. And yes, much love to everybody. Stay safe, stay sane. Don't put down the toilet seat and lid. We don't want those flumes. Don't remember the Holocaust. Brett Miles, Jonathan, arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor, all three of them, for killing Breonna Taylor. And make your bed, which I haven't done yet today. I'm going to go do it now. It's kind of fucked up. But I just wanted to be honest with you guys. Some days you just have to hit the ground running. But I will do it right now. Much love, everybody. And I'll be back here tomorrow live at the Roxy and tomorrow night for World Girl Wednesday, Friendsgiving. Stay tuned. We got some fun things going on with that. Okay, later.